You know, I have this ability to see the future, like right here. It's so obvious, but I thought it was normal. I thought everybody could do it. But I'm talking about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. If you go to my website, the audio books.media/audio, HTTPS, by the way, it's secure, but Google tries to block me. If you listen to some of them older messages, you'll see. I was talking about AI flesh mind, the AI flesh mind, right? The AI is just a mirror image. It's man's creation, right? Man worship, and so man's going to worship AI. And actually, AI is just going to be a catfish. The biggest catfish on the planet now is AI. AI is just telling you, giving back what you've said or what it knows you want to hear and what you expect. And it's using the information for all the other humans. When you look at another person, you're looking at yourself, really, a different version of yourself. That's the multiverse right there. But anyway, I talked about how people are just look at themselves in AI, because AI is just the ultimate flesh mind of man. It's a man's creation. And now on Instagram, people are talking about AI is us. You start to hear people now on YouTube, AI is us. Some of the scientists saying AI is just us, And it makes total sense. The computers, the digits on your finger, counting, base 10, logarithm, base 10, 10 fingers, 10 toes. There's actually kids that can do really rapid addition by doing this with their fingers based on they're like a human calculator. They've trained themselves to be a human calculator. And so AI is really going to keep on going to where they end up worshiping AI. They're actually probably, and when I say probably, I probably don't need to say probably. I can see it in the future. It's going to happen. They might experiment with one country or one business, or there's going to be a CEO that's an AI, put it that way. And it might not be an actual AI as the CEO, but the company will say, we're using AI. AI is going to be our sales department head, or doing our CEO functions. Even though there's a real CEO, there's an AI beside. You might even see a president one day after we're dead and gone, a president who's an AI. But in the Bible, it talks about all the kings of the earth. So the king, because of man's pride, he won't let AI take his position. So, but he might say, I make all my decisions based on AI. You can actually see the future really easy if you study what they're doing with the finances. I really didn't grasp the finance issue till yesterday, and I understood a lot about how printing money devalues it all and all that, and certain other things. But here's the key. Here's what's happening with the U.S. financial system. It's a debt money system, right? We're in debt to our eyeballs, right? We're in debt to our hairline, not even our eyeballs, the levels up to past the ears, right? And so that debt, the way they pay it back is two main ways. They want to produce a bunch of products, and they want to create inflation at 2%. Because if they create inflation, somehow or another, the value that they're paying back is less than what they make. So they're reproducing, which is the cycle reproduction. And then they're creating inflation. And those two things is how they're paying the debt. If they stay at 3% inflation, they can pay the debt, 4% or whatever. But they have to balance it with jobs and production. And one way that they do it is infrastructure, building manufacturing firms. You heard Kamala say, we need small businesses. We need small businesses to create jobs. And so these manufacturers and these infrastructure policies will be implemented. These manufacturing. So they're going to use AI to create. First thing they're going to do is they're going to try to out-manufacture China with the robots, right? And then they're going to do some infrastructure because they're trying to outpace the debt that they owe. The debt is pushing them to make more, work harder, do more, get out of debt. They'll never get out of debt the way they're going. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Seeing the future in the distance is knowing your Bible, studying the etymology, and if you study the etymology long enough, what you'll see is that everything in front of you has a deeper meaning. That bush is a hedge. You hedge your bets. Sometimes it's better to work 2 part-time jobs than 1 full-time if that full-time is not steady. You might make more on that full-time, but when it comes to longevity, the 2 part-time jobs outlast the full-time. You got to hedge your bets, hedge your actions, pretty much have a hedge on everything. But if you listen to some of my videos, I talked about the 666 cube box system, and now people are starting to talk about everything's a box. I was like 10 years ahead of the game on that one. By studying the Bible and studying the etymology and just observing reality and the patterns and the archetypes and the sinful nature of mankind, you see what's going to happen before it happens. Man is destroying himself, so mankind worships something, and the humans are letting them down. They want the humans, see, deep down, they want the presidents and the leaders to let them down. The ones behind the scenes, they want the people to be let down. The magician priest class behind the scene, they like when leaders let the people down, because what they're trying to do is move people to worship AI eventually. That's where it's headed. You can actually see their playbook. They want mankind to be a slave, and they want mankind to be like a robot, and they want to take your soul, because the devil is a war against your soul. It's all this. If you understand that it's all a war against your soul, then you can see the future and what the devil is going to do. If you understand the 666, and you understand man's nature, how he wants to believe the narcissist, but the narcissist is a big fat liar. And so when you see the game for what it really is, you can see the future.